Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the R Words podcast, a podcast where we're not only trying to speak intellectually with a fun twist, we also play this game where each one of us has to generate a word starting with the R. During a conversation, each one of us has to try and implement this word 3 times without the other person noticing, and the first person to actually do this will win the episode and get a point added to the tally. But there's a twist. Each one of us has a challenge flag, and during conversation, if you feel like you know the other person's word, you just throw the challenge flag and you check the word. If you're correct, the other person won't be able to win. If you're not correct, the game just continues. Stop the time. Down. Holy shit. That was a fast one. I was so scared of fucking that one up.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was fifth take?
Yeah, well, way more.
No.
We've been recording for almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, but a minute of this was
bullshit
around.
Creating a short.
Yeah.
So before we start this episode, there's some things that I want to address, which is last episode, it was mainly about Eurovision. And the thing happened, and the finals were in, and we now know the result. And it was kind of sad that we uploaded on Wednesday, so it was like 4 days after the result that you guys could comment what you think.
Oh,
right?
Right. Yeah, the timing was off.
But so basically, if I look back at my predictions, 2 of my top 5 were actually in the top 5, and then the other outsiders that I had were far off.
So it evens out basically.
Yeah, way far off. So this just proves that it's just all a political game, and it's way too hard to predict. And then also one thing that I want to get back to is that we were also talking about your Eurovision experience when you watched it when Jet were on.
Oh yeah.
And I said
limited, but
and I said without fucking flinching, I said this was in 2011. I looked it up. It was dead on. It was 2011. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
So that was crazy. When I was listening to the episode the other day, and I heard myself saying 2011, I was like, wait, I have to fact check this. And it was actually
that checks out, because then I would have been 8.
Yeah.
And then I would have been in Scotland, because I was in Scotland when I was watching it. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to give myself some credit for that one, and then what would be nice if we could look at the future, but just think about things that are happening in the future, so we're more on point with uploading stuff.
Just gotta stay in tune with our our oracle.
Technically, we have to think that it's Wednesday right now, and what is happening on Wednesday, if that makes sense.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, true. So
but, I know what you mean.
I would like to be a bit more. Is that no, it's not punctual.
Up to date? Or?
Yeah, up to date. Punctual?
No, punctual is being on time.
Yeah, no. So just staying ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say to start this episode. Was there anything else
The last episode?
In the last episode?
Audio?
Oh, yeah, damn, great. Yeah, that's also something we have to address in this episode. Something happened last episode, and it's probably still a storage issue, where the video didn't record the entire episode. It only recorded the 3 minutes of fooling around before we actually did the intro of the last episode. So we've checked multiple times now if the video is recording. Right now, it is recording.
We don't know.
We don't know. Well, we think.
We should set up a mirror.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as
well.
We should set up a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's
a bit over the top, but.
But in the end, I think we fixed it well with the video that was put out, and I mean, Spotify listeners had no clue, so now you guys also know that we also.
It was a day in the life of a Spotify listener.
Exactly that. POV, you're a Spotify listener listening to the R Words
Now
podcast.
You guys know how it feels to be a Spotify listener.
So this was your free trial of Spotify.
Exactly.
Should we get into...
Now we bill you €20 a month?
Yeah, exactly. Unless you can prove you're a student, and then it's €5 per month for some reason.
Yeah. But then this expires every 6 months, and you need to say that you're a student again.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's fucking bullshit. Did you know I actually...
I don't know, my Spotify is still on student. I think it's every year.
It's every year. But what I did was back in the day, when I dropped out of college, I just had some old, I think from my Sam Houston State University account, which also I had a student card from them, even though I was only there for half a year. They gave me a student card for like the upcoming 4 years. And I just used that one to give me
nice.
a Spotify student account. So if you guys, that's like
Exploit.
yeah, exploit. Yeah, if you guys want to exploit Spotify, just use like not expired cards. I think, right?
But at least for me, I don't think.
Also,
I don't think I had
we're
to put
posting
it.
this on Spotify. Spotify's gonna hear this and they're gonna fucking cancel us, bro.
True, bro.
Okay, we didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Actually, I was never a student, and I paid 20 euros a month.
But what was I gonna say? I swear when I did it, I didn't have to put in a student card or anything.
You have to put some proof. No, I had to.
No, I
Pretty
swear I just put the university.
But then did you have to like log in?
Maybe
with
I
your
had to log
email?
in.
Yeah. Because if you're not in the college anymore, you're not able to log in with your email account as well. And if you log in with your email account on Spotify, then obviously they also know that you're a student. But I think I had to do some like
Shenanigans.
You could do like a proof of payment or something like that, or like a enrollment.
Like an enrollment certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had to get this, but I had to get this to rent my accommodation or something.
Yeah,
like
that makes
this,
sense.
right?
Some places only allow students.
Yeah. But whatever.
Well, should we get into generating the words?
Yeah, sure.
What's the accent that we're doing? What was I doing this? God, I'm sorry.
It was from the depths.
Yeah. Give me an accent before.
Work, remember?
Which one? The French one?
Yeah.
Oh no, I cannot do the French one. So guys, while Marco is generating the words, this is where I tell you guys to go to our YouTube account and you can like and you can watch the episodes, and we also have the shorts there, and then we also can go to TikTok and Instagram, and then you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and then you can also like all the videos. And what was that? And then also, fuck, it just gets worse, bro.
I've done the word.
Also, oh wait, that's more like this. Also, you can go to Spotify and then you can listen to an entire episode, and then you can rate it 5 stars.
5 star.
5 stars.
Just like the Michelin.
Okay, wait. I'm just looking at this.
Oh no. So yeah,
Okay, I got it.
if you
Whoa,
did-
didn't see anything.
if you did watch, or if you did listen to last episode, you would have seen that we both had the same word,
Yeah.
which was a glitch in the matrix. No, it was ChatGPT gave us both the same word, which normally doesn't happen, but I had a feeling it would happen at some point. So now, after I generate my word, I'm putting it in the list of words that it can't use, and we're hoping that he won't notice it. So
Yeah.
I put it somewhere in the middle.
So just then I was like staring at the
new word.
No, I was staring at his word, repellent. No, just kidding. Imagine it's longer than 10 words. No, 10
Repellent?
10 letters. It's more than 10 letters.
No, I think it's exactly.
REPELLENT. Ooh. Damn.
There you go.
No, I was staring at the enter button. So
Is your word? No, I'm joking.
your word is enter button.
No, repellent.
Oh,
that would have been funny.
That
as
would have
fuck,
been
but-
crazy, right? Damn.
I mean, I think if you've got repellent, you're fucked anyway.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. When I was doing the plug, this is something that we've been fooling around with on work. Is because during work, like we tend to do like different kinds of accents the whole time.
Bro, I mean,
And then-
it's got to the point where other people who are working will just look at us like,
Yeah, the fuck.
what the fuck are these
and,
guys
and,
doing?
and this is me basically just like what's that, like it's like testing, or like I want to say revising, but I mean, yeah, you're gonna give me the look. No, it's like Oh no, there's a word for it. If you want to you want to test on an audience something.
Like practicing or something. I know what you mean.
There's
like a dry run or like
kind of like that, yeah. Rehearse, yeah, but rehearsing is more like actually like practicing for yourself. And I think it's like when a comedian or someone like a theater show do like their first like premiere kind of show, but they do it for like an audience of like reviewers. Like
I swear it's normally called like a dry run or like a like what's it called in acting? A dress rehearsal.
Yeah,
or something
kind
like
of
this,
like that.
You know.
But I was also thinking about like coding. You can do like what is it called? When you run the code to check if everything's all right. There's like a word for it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Move on from it. It'll probably come into your head in like 30 minutes and you'll be
basically like error or something, right?
Error?
Like error and something like testing. Testing. Error testing.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. But
bug testing. No, well, glitch. No. Well, anyways, so basically, I do that during work the entire time, like kind of accents. Like I've been doing like the Scottish a lot of the times, and then because we also have like different kind of nationalities working at our place, I try to do their accent. No, well, not their accent, but their language, and then like in English. So we have a girl working at our place. She's French, and then the other day we were doing like a French English the whole time. And that's why Marco was like telling me to do the French one.
Yeah, because he also said it.
Yeah, but I feel like I haven't.
You said it in work, right?
I feel like I haven't mastered it yet because normally when I do like the French, it's like the like this.
Yeah, but I almost feel like the shorter it is, the less it's like. Well, I mean, this does kind of make sense, but like the more you say, the more likely it is for one word to be like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at one point I feel like the less you say, the better.
Yeah, okay. But I feel like the Scottish, because we've been doing it so many times now, we actually are
putting a lot of pressure on yourself for next episode.
I've already done Scottish.
Yeah.
But it's bang on now. Like every time we do the that'll do, donkey.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah.
It's like I fucking love doing the Scottish accent.
I feel like it's a pretty. I was gonna say I feel like it's a pretty common one, but it's not. It's just that it's a commonly
it's
memed one,
but memed one, like in a funny,
like in Shrek or.
Who doesn't know that flush toilet after had a shot?
Is this?
That's Scottish. It wasn't me. It was fucking one of yous. Disgusting. I think that's Scottish, no?
Yeah, it might be some weird Northern English one as well, right? There's too many to know.
Northern English?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah, possible. And then I also love but I think that's the Northern Irish one, right? Where you go like the like what did it say again?
They also say we in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland and Scottish can be a bit mixed up sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about that different. One I think about that one video of the guy saying life is like a nightmare.
Yeah.
What's the first part he says? Like,
I have no idea. Being alive.
Being alive is a fucking nightmare. Is that Northern Irish?
Yeah, for sure.
That's so fucking funny, bro.
Yeah.
I love those British accents. Also the Scouse.
Scouse, yeah, but this is really different.
Oh well, yeah, this is not British.
Liverpool or something like this.
I fucking love
Sadio Mane.
No, but we're thinking of the same exact guy. We're thinking about Jamie Carragher, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I fucking love Jude Bellingham. It's oh my god, how the fuck can you pronounce it? Like Internazionale. Oh, that's so funny, bro. Sadio Mane. Oh, he's a proper Scouse.
It's a random footballers, basically.
Yeah, so if you're not into football or soccer or what culture, whatever you want to call it, there's this guy, Jamie Carragher, and I'm pretty sure he's a Liverpool legend.
Yeah.
And he now is a journalist or like a reporter, and he talks about football, but he's very, very Scouse, like very Liverpool, and he has that very thick accent. And then when he tries to talk a little bit over the border, basically, he talk a little bit about other languages, he'll just keep his cow's accent. So when he said like inter or like internazionale, it's like normally internazionale. That was so, and he said it to an Italian guy as well, and the Italian guy was like, "What the fuck are you saying,
inside,
bro?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same for every language, though, right? Okay, I feel like picture Italian people speaking English, you know?
Yeah. But I think it's so funny to us is because we understand English, and then we can like we also we understand English enough that we can also like understand when it's not spoken correctly or something like that. You know what I mean? This goes into the whole like when we were talking about languages, that when you speak your language, you have a way different personality than you would do when you're speaking other languages. You can talk about like all the other stuff and laugh about the mishaps or something like that.
Like when you say something weird.
Yeah.
And I feel like this almost adds to it. Like it's the classic, like, or even if like, even sometimes if you're with your friends, you might say something like wrong or something like this, and then they'll take the piss out of you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, it's like if this happened to someone who was speaking their second language, I could see them being like less like open. But it also depends a lot on the person, right?
Yeah, I always was like, because we had a lot of people working at our place that have their second language would be English, or not even their second, maybe third. Then when they say stuff wrong, I would always, like, depending on like how good I'm in a relationship with them,
well, you know them,
I would just like fuck around with it because it sounds so funny sometimes. I'm trying to think if I know some word that someone said. It is also like, because in the Netherlands we have some. Like in the Netherlands, we like to adapt to other languages for some reason. So like if there's a brand that brings out some sort of Spanish drink, we won't translate it to Dutch. We just keep it that way. And I think
like with brands, it's always like that though.
Yeah, but I feel like
except for the Lay's and Walker's rabbit
exactly
hole.
Right. That's fucking weird.
People know about this. So I think it's originally Walker's. I think it's a British brand, but I'm not quite sure about that. But in UK and Ireland, the Lay's crisps, or depending where you are, Walker's crisps in the supermarket. Yeah, they're called Walker's in England and Ireland, and I think that's it. Maybe some other places. And then I was thinking one day, because in the Netherlands there's called Lay's, and also in America, right?
Yeah.
And then I was wondering why this was, and I looked it up, and apparently they said that they changed it to Lay's for the rest of Europe because they didn't think they'd be able to say Walkers.
Yeah, right. I've seen that before. Yeah.
Which I feel like is a bit, but I don't know.
But
it seems like a decision that was made in like a board meeting with like 10 people in it. You know what I mean? That like,
all like American or English.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely all English people would like, I don't think anyone can say Walkers, you know?
Walkers is such a profound name.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what is weird to me is that they also have different colors for the chips.
So, okay. So then...
Because the classical Walkers are yellow.
Red.
No. The classical Walkers, like the salt ones, are yellow.
Red.
They're yellow.
Red.
I'm 100% sure they're yellow.
Here, maybe. But in Ireland, they're red. Original is always red.
I've always seen, like, when I go to England, like when I went to London, for instance.
No way. First of all, they're called ready salted, not original.
Because here in the Netherlands, it's also red. Like
they're red.
But I'm pretty sure I've seen them being, like, yellow.
I think this is America.
Places. Really?
Yeah.
I really want to look this up
I'm definitely sure in Ireland.
I really want to look this up now. So...
Walkers ready salted.
No, I just want to do like Walkers natural, I guess.
Bro.
Ah, fuck it. I'll just do Walkers.
See?
Okay, yeah, okay. The red ones are classic.
See? And this is ready salted, so this is probably from the UK.
Okay, but this does it for me. Like the cheese onion ones.
This is the other way around in Ireland.
Actually, I have a story about this. So back when I was when the first time I went to London, it was with two of my friends, and I was like 18 years old, maybe. The only chips that I would ever eat are
crisps.
Crisp, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. crisps, chippies, chimpos were the paprika powder ones.
Okay, they don't have this really.
Okay, yeah. And in our country, the Netherlands, it's blue.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
And something that I hated back then more than I do now is the flavor of cheese and onion. Mm-hmm. And as you saw,
it shouldn't be blue.
The Walker's one is cheese and onion.
I swear in Ireland it's green, or maybe it used to be green and they changed it to blue. But I'm pretty sure it's because then also the thing is sour cream and onion is also green, isn't it? You guys don't have this flavor, do you?
I think we do. I think ours might be green or pink.
Pink is prawn cocktail for us.
But we don't have prawn cocktail.
Okay.
But our green ones is bolognese, which makes sense. Go.
Jesus. I
God.
wonder how that tastes.
Because in here it's like red, you have salt. Blue, you have paprika.
For blue, we have salt and vinegar.
Yeah, because that would fuck me up. And then yellow here is cheese and onion, which makes sense. Cheese is yellow.
I mean, yeah. I feel like we normally had green for cheese and onion.
Well, I think I just saw a green.
No, it was blue, yeah. And I feel like maybe even
salt
now
and vinegar.
but look up. That's so wrong. Maybe this is like the...
You're gonna look at this and tell me this is wrong?
Maybe this is the like...
You know that reference or not?
No, I don't think so.
You're too young.
But like...
She's the Wicked Witch
maybe
of the
this
East,
is one
bro.
of these things where people remember it wrong, you know?
Yeah, the...
Mandela effect or something?
I was gonna say the Monopoly effect, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, this is right.
So there's a difference between... this fucking guy looks Irish. Or no, at least
this is
UK.
Yeah. Oh, so they changed it. Okay. But why?
You knew it. We changed the color of the
Changed
package.
the fucking crisps.
Changed the
I've been eating these crisps for years.
I'm not gonna put some fucking salt and vinegar in my mouth.
Jesus, look at these. They're fucking cursed.
Damn, bro. They're from like some sort of like what's it called? Nuclear reaction.
Like
those care packages.
Like a fallout shelter or something.
Yeah.
Or
these won't expire in the upcoming 100 years. All natural flavor, by the way.
Have you ever done one of those time capsules where you put something in a box and you bury it?
No. I don't think so.
No.
I'm
trying to. I feel like.
I saw a video of a guy ordering one of those care packages and then actually trying to eat that for a week. The non-expiring stuff.
I mean, like
yeah, those
ready meals, like the RMEs.
No, did you say RMEs?
Yeah, that's not right.
The fuck?
What is it called?
Army. You mean army food?
No, like there's an abbreviation for the food for those foods. The ones that are like come in a package and you just need to like fucking bang it or something and then the steam heats it up.
Yeah, it's like this bushcraft.
REMs, ready something meals.
Oh.
Yeah. Whatever.
But yeah, it was gross. Yeah, because the shit expires in like 100 years, and I mean,
this is the same for all of those sweets, I think. Right? They have so much shit in them that they'll probably be fine for.
No, but it's not. It was not just sweets. It was just like also just like you could make like bread out of just some sort of like flour.
Oh no.
With water and I don't know.
Flour
and water. That's all it is.
Yeah. But this is fine, right? You can preserve flour.
I don't know.
Surely flour doesn't go off.
I don't know, you tell me.
I think if it's kept airtight, it wouldn't, right? I feel like the only way stuff normally goes off like this is if there's a bit of water or there's a bit of moisture or there's a bit of air or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you just have to vacuum seal everything.
Right.
Yeah. Well, what were we talking about previously? About before we went into the
crisps? You went to the UK and you saw the crisps. No, this was still in the crisps.
Yeah. Were you talking Scottish for a bit? I don't know. I don't remember. We were talking about the...
But I feel like this might be one of those things where...
So I have another example for this.
Okay.
So, but this one is Lay's Walkers. That's like still doable, right?
That's what we're talking about.
It's still doable. It's either you say Lay's or you say Walkers. Now I have a crazy one. There's a brand. For... I don't want to call it ice cream. It's more like... lollipops, like
Mr. Whippy.
Mr. Whippy? Is that what you call it?
No, like the soft
No,
serve
it's
ice
not
cream.
this. No,
We
not
call
this.
that. Well, no, Mr. Whippy is a shop, I think.
I'm talking about a brand that does like ice lollipops, basically.
Ice Pops.
Ice pops.
Is it Calypso?
No. So I'm gonna.
Oh, Calippo. No,
I'm
Calippo
gonna-
are fucking classic. We have them in
Calypso is something different though. Right?
Calippo we have in.
Yeah,
we
Calippo
had in
we also
Italy,
have
I
the same.
remember.
But I'm gonna type it in Dutch, which makes no sense because this is hi in Spanish, and then you'll say the English version. Oh shit! Right?
It's not Leibniz. It's something else. right?
Leibniz?
Yeah, this is like a chocolate brand, I think. Is it HM or something? What is it? It's the red one with the white kind of hearts, and I will put it on screen.
Basically, the Calippos are from here.
What is this in Ireland?
But if you look at the world map,
what is it?
you'll see a world map.
That didn't work.
Wait, Ola name world map. Is that how? Here,
What is it actually?
it has so many different
we have
names.
the American one. It looks like
No,
HB.
HB. And in America,
we're
it's
like
Tweet
the
Humor.
only us and
Australia.
Australia have HB.
Or Australia has streets. I don't know if that.
no,
they
this
could have
looks
chosen
like-
better colors.
Actually, yeah.
Here it's
Why
Ola.
do we only have HB?
And then for some reason, in here it's called Frigo but in Spanish they could have also chosen Ola, right? Instead of Frigo,
That just means fridge, right?
yeah, or freezer.
I think it's fridge.
And then what do they have in? Walls. I think is in.
Was HB. Okay, this is close to us. Where the fuck
That's
is this?
Denmark.
That's oh my god, that's Northern Ireland.
Oh, that's Northern Ireland. Yeah.
Okay, that kinda
Denmark.
makes-
Denmark has something else as well.
That's a light blue. Miko?
No,
that's
it's more.
that's
It's more.
there?
It's more greenish. I think it's Frisco.
France has
Frisco.
Miko?
I think it's Frisco.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro?
So this is crazy, right? How one brand has to rename.
But they don't have to.
Yeah, well, they don't have to, but why do they do it?
I don't know, bro.
Wait. Pronounce
We'll put up a picture of the brand. on
pronounce the Chinese one.
Walls and Tony Ma.
I'll set you up. That's not a setup, bro.
No, we'll put up a picture of the brand on screen, and you tell us what it is in the country you're from.
Yeah, bro. Why don't they
But,
have this in Morocco?
It's the ice cream one they have outside every convenience store which has ice cream. It has a red background and then the white kind of
Okay,
heart shape.
riddle me this: why does Iceland not have a fucking ice cream brand? It's literally made there.
True, actually, it's just the cream of ice.
Yeah, exactly. So this is something that like always was very interesting to me. That like this brand basically has so many renames in different countries.
Maybe it's not a brand, but like a conglomerate. Like it's like you know the way like I don't know, like the Volkswagen Group in like
they
cars.
have different kind of cars,
and they've
under it.
loaded it. Well, but this is because they acquired them, right? It's kind of.
But also they have different actual brands for the cars. This is just like
Yeah.
one branding. So
Yeah, that's
what
the thing. It's the same logo.
then what I think is like what I'm because right now obviously with the clothing brand I'm also thinking about like registering.
You're gonna do this too.
No.
In a different country, you're gonna have BAS.
BSA. No, so I was because you have to think at one point about like what brand
Branching out?
brand registration.
Oh,
You have to register your brand so that no one else can use it, basically.
well, like
And-
trademark and like,
Kind of trademark it, yeah. So then what I wonder is, do they just trademark their logo and then have like what, like almost 20 brands registered for every country? That would be hella expensive, but I mean they're so big that
Maybe it's just big ice cream taking over. You know, maybe there's just this is. I feel like it makes more sense that it's just all the collective ice cream guys, and then they have different brands that have make them in all the countries of the different factories. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I have no idea, bro.
I don't know if
This
it-
whole
I-
world is pretty.
I don't know if there's another example like that, but I think this is the best example that I can think of.
I mean, the Walker's Lays was the other one, but it wasn't as much as this.
No, this is insane.
This is crazy. Maybe we
Yeah.
put up the map as well on the screen.
Yeah.
so people know what the
Also
fuck
for
we're talking
Spotify
about.
listeners, we'll put the map there. Don't worry.
We'll feed it to you through Morse code. Every single pixel.
Damn. No, I don't know if there's anything else like this in the world.
There probably is.
What would you call this?
Company name diversity. But
Yeah.
then there needs to be like a national thing in that as well. International
Company
name diversity.
name diversity.
Something like this. Now, what would you say in German? Because you know it has to be one word.
Oh yeah.
How would you combine these 4 words?
Psychiatrischen Institut und Ambulanz.
International. Oh fuck.
Internationale.
Do you know how to say any of those words in German?
Wait, what was it again?
International.
Internationale.
Name. Company name diversity. Company, business, any word.
I don't know how to say business, I think.
Shop.
No, it's... no. And then I think brand in German is like Marke.
Okay.
Marke
So-
Instituten.
Ambulance Hanover.
For other people that have no clue what we're talking about now, this is some sort of like German brain rot video that we keep referring to. Is that how you say that? Yeah, right. Shut the... Bro, he keeps fucking doing this, bro. He's like, every time I say like a difficult word with the R because I'm the fucking...
It's only when I notice it.
Yeah.
So you could have easily slipped in 2 of them before.
Yeah, true. But maybe this is me trying to make you challenge
Exactly.
Wall's ice cream. Damn. This is so interesting to me, bro. I wish I would study this kind of stuff.
This is a reminder to me of how little I know about this stuff. Like I feel like the business world is such an iceberg in this kind of stuff.
Nice.
You know what
No,
I
but
mean?
like-
though? Like I feel like this is probably with everything. Though.
But this for me comes out of curiosity. Like I go abroad, I see a brand that I know and love, the logo at least, and then I see a different name. I'm like, something doesn't check out. And I've had this first in Turkey, and then I figured out
Then you
that...
plaster over the name from your country.
No. But then I had this first in Turkey, and then I figured out that Turkey just makes a lot of like fake brands. Chanel
Go
with
to
double M.
Lidl and you'll have a field there.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Or Aldi.
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 I don't know however they say
Did you know they have I think it's either Aldi or Lidl. They have it in America as well.
I think Aldi.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because to me that was so fucking weird. Like I'm in the big...
I mean, they have American shops here.
Yeah, but
Don't
that's
they
only-
have one of those big ones? What's it called? Costco
No, we don't have a
or
Costco here.
Walmart
We
or
don't have Walmart here.
somewhere in Europe? Don't they have one?
Maybe... No, I don't think so.
I feel like they have one of those.
But
big
like for me,
American
like
shops.
Aldi or Lidl, both of them, they kind of give me the feeling of like small town, German, Netherlands as well. And then I go to the fucking big Texas, and then I'm at the big parking lot with
There's
like the
an
Walmart and
Aldi.
everything, and I just fucking see an Aldi, and I'm like, what the fuck?
For us, it's different. For us, the Aldi and the Lidl in Ireland came about pretty recently in the grand scheme of things. And they seem like one of these big businesses
Yeah.
coming, like almost like an America thing.
But to be
Because
fair,
they're always massive in Ireland.
IKEA has this
Not
as well,
always,
right?
but they're always pretty big.
IKEA has as well. IKEA is also all over the world.
IKEA is fucking nuts, actually. I gotta give it to whoever made up IKEA, bro. They fucking cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I feel like quality-wise, they have
you think they've gone downhill?
they cared less over the past few years. I feel like
I think this is just difficulty in quality control because they've spread out so much.
because the thing is that with the IKEA thing is that they'll never like use massive wood. They'll like the panels of wood is all like, I would kind of say like garden, kind of like inside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you have those like one of the panels of a cabinet, and you basically give it one good stomp, you would be able to fucking break it, because inside it's not massive. It's like kind of hollow, and they have like that
Pretty
structure.
durable. They're pretty durable.
Yeah, but I feel like it's so easy to break these things. Like you would set it up, and then you just like you twist the bolt a little too far, and it just already starts to like the paint always like starts to break apart around it.
It's never happened to me actually.
Hmm.
I've only had good experiences with IKEA furniture. Also, it's great. It takes me back to my childhood. It's a
True.
reminder of the Lego days.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so good.
I fucking love building IKEA stuff. Like I've never.
But then some people. Wait, are you one of those people who just gets it and tries it?
No.
Tries to assemble it,
no.
Bro. One of my friends.
I use a manual.
He would be like, "Oh, I don't need the manual."
Oh, you do. You do, because you have to actually look at like where the holes are, because like if you have like like right now I envision like a panel, like a backboard panel, and on the top it has like an L-shaped holes, and on the bottom it just has the buttons, like the holes under each other, and then people actually don't look at that kind of like, you know what I mean?
Also to make sure it's the right way up, because
Exactly,
sometimes it
yeah.
looks the exact same, but there's a tiny like crevice where it slides
Exactly.
in.
Yeah.
Or it's like this type of screws you use.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't know which one to use based on a tiny difference of like width and like the ones that you need to put the white thing in afterwards. And
But then I think, because if I think about IKEA manuals and Lego manuals, I feel like they're kind of similar. So I feel like
it's just big Lego taking over.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
It's just Lego furniture.
Because what they do as well with the bolts and everything, I think they put like an actual size comparison on the paper, so you can put the actual screw on top.
Yeah.
See, and Lego does it as well.
Yeah,
they've been doing that.
Yeah.
And then I mean, obviously, I always make the joke in the beginning saying that, like, "Oh, I don't need this," and I just pretend like I throw it away, but I always take the manual. But a funny story about my sister and her boyfriend. They both, or a partner, I guess, because they're registered as partners. But that sounds weird. My sister and her partner. It always sounds like a howdy to me.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
Yeah. I feel like nowadays people say it more to keep it neutral.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
You know what I mean?
True.
But I think this is the way of saying it if it's registered. Because I was also looking into this for me and my girlfriend. If she was to come here, because, yeah, I think in the Netherlands, if you've been with the person for more than a year, you can register yourself as partners, and then she can live here if you're from an EU country or something like this. I was looking into all this basically. Yeah. And then you need to register, and I think it's like a partner or something like this.
But basically, they bought a closet from IKEA, and they were like, "Yeah, we can set this up." Mind you, my sister has two left hands. That's probably a Dutch
she has two. So she's
like
not very good with her
clumsy.
hands.
She's super clumsy. I could fill an entire episode with just the stuff that she did.
I actually used to be pretty clumsy, but I feel like working in hospitality made me less clumsy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe there's still a future for her. But
let's get her in the mines.
But basically, they tried to set up the closet, and then they had it the wrong way around, but they already punctured the holes and everything. And then her partner got so mad that he fucking broke the fucking closet, and he was like, "Fucking just buy a new one."
Damn, bro.
Oh, it's so funny. I back when my sister would move to new places, I would always help her, and I would always set up the IKEA furniture, because to me it's just like fun.
It is pretty fun. It does take a good chunk, like an hour.
Yeah.
But like,
but
it's always nice when you have the final product.
They've done more like innovative things where they like try to make you build cabinets that you won't have to actually like screw. Like they do this new thing where you have to put like those this wooden
I've seen those, and
plugs.
You just kind of bonk.
Yeah, you just bonk everything in together, and then you just like maybe with like a flat screw.
You like twist it in to hold it there. I think I've seen this.
It's not really like actual screws
They
anymore.
also have a mix in some things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think I've made some which have a mix. But yeah, I also, what was I going to say? This also reminds me of that, is it Japanese or something? The woodworking, where they have like these intricate like joints, and then they'll put them together, and they're like really like, I don't know.
It's like some sort of a wood carpentry art skill.
Yeah, but they like put them in together. It's almost like one of those puzzles where you have to like get the thing out, and they fit them together, and then over time the wood expands so that it's almost impossible to break.
Yeah, it's basically
This is super
like
cool to me.
carpentry without using screws and bolts and everything.
I wish I could do, well, in the future maybe. This is a pipeline dream.
Yeah, nice. So, what are we saying? We're looking at the time, 43 minutes now. And we said in the last episode that we should maybe do like shorter episodes.
Oh,
but I'm not sure.
shit.
I think right now we're at 40 minutes though, right?
Yeah.
Technically, because we took...
No,
3
this
minutes.
is true. We might do this as a test then, and we see if people prefer it.
Yeah.
Because I have heard a bit that maybe we should do shorter episodes, and this does kind of make sense, to be honest.
Who said it?
I'm not calling
who
anyone
the
out.
fuck was this?
But I also would have tended to agree with them. It's just difficult because podcast, the nature of the podcast, it's just fucking rant about stuff normally.
Yeah. And then in the beginning of this podcast, I was like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. And then we fucking went into the...
Yeah, and I even had
Ramble.
a topic loaded in the chamber, and I didn't even have to use it.
There we go.
So it's good.
We won the Russian roulette. One in the chamber.
But yeah, so maybe we call it now, I think.
I think we call it now then, yeah. So this...
Wait. What was the word you used again?
The first word.
No.
Repellent.
No.
Oh, you're going to try to...
Wait, yeah. Whatever, I can't remember it. Anyway,
Wait, did you use your word?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3?
3.
3 times? Is
Yeah.
it remind?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. But then, is that a snipe or?
No.
Oh,
Because I used it fucking ages ago.
oh, okay. Because I heard
This
you
time
saying,
I actually spaced it through.
because I heard you saying this reminds me of, and I was like, oh,
I also tripped over it once.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, remind? I feel like it was such a word that...
It's so easy to use in a
Yeah.
conversation, yeah.
This is difficult because whenever I put, like, if I put the prompt, maybe people have ideas on how to prompt tune the ChatGPT a bit better. But when I put the prompt as generate me a word beginning with R.
Generate me a word, jar. Boss the glad.
Beginning with R. And at the moment, what I was doing before, I would put in brackets max 10 words because sometimes it would give us words like recalcitrant and stuff like this, which no one has ever used in their life, right? And then I changed it to generate me a word beginning with R that you would use in everyday conversation.
Generate me this.
Riddle me this. And then this gives me words like this, like remind.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a middle ground somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe we could feed ChatGPT the concept and it would be better. Or maybe I just say both. I say not too complicated, but not too not complicated. You know.
Yeah. I don't know if more
And then I'll
prompts
see what it comes
will...
out.
You would say yes, but I feel like if you add more prompts, it's gonna be like a clusterfuck in his brain, and it's not gonna.
No, in general, the more you give it, the better it is. Like there's this whole thing which you can do where you can make it like play a role of like a patient, or make it play like you can make AI play a role for you if you give it enough prompts and basically make it understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And this is actually one of the best ways of using ChatGPT. Is that you tune it, it's called prompt tuning, and you tune it to the specific task that you want it to do, right? And you give it all the prompts and give it all this stuff and tell it exactly what side of it you want it to be on, you know? And then it's normally a bit better. But
Yeah.
so maybe we can, I'll fiddle around with the prompts, or if anyone has ideas, then let us know.
Let us know.
So what was your word then?
My word was routine, and it was quite easy to use it, but I literally got lost in the sauce, bro. I was so into the topic.
Did you? I feel like you did use it
I
once.
I didn't use it once.
Huh.
I could have used it easily, probably, but I was just like so lost in the sauce. And then at one point, I was like, "Wait, we're gonna do the 45-minute episode." I was like, "Fuck me." But yeah,
Because this is normally what it is. It's normally just like waffle. Look at the time, 50 minutes.
routine.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
So this time I tried to space it out more. I think we should
Nice.
try to do this.
Yeah. I just, well, whatever. So that was it for this episode. So as we said, we do a little bit shorter episodes to see if this works better for you guys as well.
Let us know if you liked it. Yeah.
It's another point for Marco. So that would make it I don't know. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember what the score is at this point.
No.
It's not that big of a score anyways, so.
I think I'm winning. That's all
You're
I
winning
know.
by 3, I think.
I think it was 4-2 and now it's 5-2.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because there was 4 draws, right?
Yeah. So winning by 3.
5 draws because of the one last time.
Actually, never said this is the dozen episode. Well, okay. This was the dozen episode, guys.
The dozen episode.
The episode 12, if you guys don't know what a dozen is. Get the fucking school, bro. What was I going to say?
He offers math classes. So,
Yeah, I do. 50 euros per hour. Go to our YouTube if you're not already there. Yeah, well, you're there probably watching this. If you're on Spotify, rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Like the video, subscribe, ring the bell to get notified. Tell your friends or anyone else, colleagues, whatever.
Or maybe your enemies.
Go to Instagram and TikTok, follow us there, and like the shorts that we're gonna be posting again in the future, in the foreseeable
Exam period, forgive me.
And then leave a comment of what we were saying, like what is the
HB logo or what's
Ola,
it called in
whatever.
your country? We'll put it up on the screen.
Do you know any other brands that have this? Because I'm super interested in that. And give me an accent I can do for the plug next time.
Yeah.
Thank
or any of the above.
Yeah.
Or even what you think about shorter episodes or something.
Yeah. Okay, that's it, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.